the Founders Award.
Julian has always said that his key to unlocking the plot of Downton was an English lord with an American heiress wife who has borne him 3 daughters, but crucially, no male heir. And as Cora was the first character that Julian created, I am delighted to introduce, to present his award, the beautiful and talented Elizabeth McGovern.
It has been wonderful to have been a part of the Downton Abbey phenomenon. But believe me when I say that the greatest thrill of all for me has not been the acclaim, but has been the privilege of embodying a character created by Julian Fellowes. I am honored to present to you the 2015 International Emmy Founders Award.
Golly, wasn't that charming? I normally just sort of wing my way through this sort of thing, but anyway, I'm really quite bewildered, actually, by that. Very, very flattered, very honored, and amazed to find myself here. As some of you may know, I was a late starter, to say the least of it, and I spent many, many years wondering if anything was ever going to happen. A long time ago, I was at a dinner at the Dome on the Strip in Hollywood. And one of the other guests was Albert Finney. Actually, I know him now and I love him, but I didn't really know him then. And in the middle of the evening, he suddenly turned to me, he said, "I know your sort. You're the sort who thinks he's never been given a chance to show what you can do." Of course, this was exactly my sort, but I couldn't very well say it, so I sort of smiled, rather thinly, and he said, "Listen, if you've got it, they find you." Well, of course, I left the restaurant under a black cloud. I thought, they haven't found me, so I haven't got it. Well, I had got it, and eventually, years later, they found me, but I don't believe that slogan. I really don't. What changed things for me was luck and chance and happenstance and the fact that Tom Stoppard and Christopher Hampton didn't want to do the job and all sorts of other things, and that led to Gosford Park and everything that came after. So I want to dedicate this award tonight to all those men and women, many, many more talented than I am, who have never been given the chance to show what they can do. I salute them. Of course, no one does it alone. That's true for all of us. My wife, Emma, who's here tonight, has been an extraordinary support. People say that behind every successful man, there's a strong woman. It's certainly true of me, except that I've been hiding behind her for most of the time. I'm very grateful for the enthusiasm of my son, Peregrine, and to all the really terrific people who've given me breaks. From Robert Altman, Gosford Park, the break that changed everything for me, really. And he stopped the studio from firing me. Actually, it was rather a wonderful point. I decided to use in the script the custom, which was perfectly true, that servants of guests in a house party would take the names of their employers when they were below stairs. And one studio executive rang up. He said, "Bob, this script has already got more characters than the Second World War, and now they've all got the same name." But he wouldn't let them sack me, and I can't tell you what that meant to me at the time. I'm grateful to lots of people, my dear editor, the late Ian Trewin, who persuaded me to publish 2 novels that actually, to my amazement, became bestsellers, to Cameron Mackintosh for Mary Poppins and Mira Nair for Vanity Fair, to Martin Scorsese and Graham King for Young Victoria, to Paul Smith for allowing me not just to write, but to direct Separate Lies. I must, of course, thank Andrew Lloyd Webber, who wanted me for School of Rock, an idea that I can only imagine came up against some opposition in his office, but happily Andrew prevailed, and we open at the Winter Garden on the 6th of December. And of course, I owe a great deal to Gareth Neame, who is here, for having the idea that I could write a show that would become Downton Abbey, and to Carnival and NBC Universal, and of course to Masterpiece on PBS, who made it happen. And I must too thank my terrific agents, Kathy King and Jeremy Barber, who are here tonight at this extraordinary event. But finally, I have to return to my wife, Emma, who has brought me with a mixture of the carrot and the stick to the place that I am now in. And looking about me, it seems a very good place indeed. Thank you very much.